Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to be speaking about self-talk and the importance of self-talk, because I can almost guarantee you that 95% of us don't speak to ourselves nicely. For years I didn't. In fact, practically my entire adulthood, I had been judgmental and critical and just downright nasty to myself. In fact, if I'd heard anybody speaking to my son like I spoke to myself, I would take a piece out of them. And yet I thought that it was okay to speak to myself like that. The person I am supposed to love, it's okay to talk to them like that. So if respect is not served at the table, push yourself away from the table. If someone doesn't respect you, it's called a toxic relationship and you should get out of it. And yet I thought it was okay to speak to myself like that. Now, how on earth did I work that one out in my head? So I didn't have a problem with what I looked like on the inside. My problem was all what I looked like on the outside. And that's one of the reasons I was so judgmental, because I didn't look like I perceived I should. And 90% of it all just went completely against my DNA. So I don't know how I ever thought I was going to achieve it. But it was something that my son said that made me realize how badly I speak to myself and how much of a habit it had become, and what an uphill struggle it was to break that habit, because I had done it my entire life. If somebody passed me a compliment, I would turn it into something negative immediately. So I walk into my son's room the one day and I see my reflection in the mirror and I was like, oh, and he said to me, what? I said, look how fat I am. And he said to me, what are you saying to yourself? Number one, you're not, because I'd already started on a weight loss program and a way to change the way I looked at food. And I had lost quite a bit of weight. And he said to me, you're doing so well, Mom. And that's how you talk to yourself. You're not so fat and ugly. And weren't you the one that taught me what you think about, you bring about? And that hit me across the head like a slap. And I thought, this kid of mine has something there. So I started talking to myself positively. And I used to do this every day, but I find that I only need to do it a couple of times a week now. I look at myself in the mirror and I say to myself, look at those crow's feet, aren't they beautiful? And those lines around your mouth. Do you know what they show? They show that you've smiled a lot. Because when you smile, the lines around your mouth go away. And your eyes light up and it's beautiful. And look at that scar across your chest. You know what that scar tells you? How grateful you should be and how blessed you are. How blessed you are that the universe conspired to bring you through one of the most traumatic experiences of your life with just a scar. And then I look at my waist and I go, look at that little waist. Look how feminine you are. Look how voluptuous you are. I don't look at my bum and say, oh my God, look how fat it is. Look how fat my legs are. I do not utter one negative word while I'm standing in front of that mirror. It is only positive. And then I put my arms around myself and I hug myself like I'm hugging somebody I love. And I say to myself, I love you. Thank you so much for showing up for me every single day. With all the faults and all the challenges and everything else that has happened in my life, you have shown up for me every single day. And for that, I love you and I am eternally grateful. And let's see how that changes your life. Join me on my next video. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video. Share if you think somebody would benefit from my video. And have an absolutely and utterly marvelous day. Bye.